Hello, Jacob. Could you give an introduction about yourself?
Hi everyone. My name is Jakub. I'm 22. I'm from Poland, and I am gladly. I can gladly say that I am one of the students from the real world.
Cool. Okay. So I'm proud of that. That's good to hear. What got you into the real world? How did that journey begin?
Uh, of course, that can sound funny, but from Andrew,
Yep.
I I understand everything what he's saying. I agree with almost everything what he's saying. Uh, Also about the fighting, about everything.
Hmm.
So thanks to him and also the Justin Waller, I I came across that real world name, and that just drive me here with my brothers.
Okay. So with your brother, you both joined. What did you get into? What campuses when you joined?
For first, ecom.
Hmm.
We joined ecom because that was the first thing that that's we thought that we can do good and fast and scale it really fast. So that was the first thing that we started.
Hmm. And how has that scaled for you? Or did you end up going to a different campus?
Yeah. We started from ecom, but also we interest with the crypto trading, also the content creation and AI, and we just love the whole real world, and we are gonna do everything in there, everything.
Hmm. Okay. So out of those campuses that you've been to, which one was it that gave you monetary income?
First one, the ecom. That
Ecom.
was
Okay. So how is
the
everything scaled for you in terms of ecom?
uh, we started our own product. We thought that we can do some physical product, but we started a digital product. We just changed the way the people see some products, and we moved them to the digital font, and that exploded just really
Mhm.
fast. In 1 week, we made a couple millions of views in TikTok and Facebook ads, just
Well,
like that. We didn't expect that, to be
mhm.
honest.
Interesting. Okay. And in terms of income, how much did that relate to or translate to?
In the first week, we started to gain some money, but in the first month, we just I can pretty much say that that is over 15K in first month.
Hmm. And has it been a month that you've been doing it or longer?
Uh, right now there is 2 months.
Okay.
Actually, from past 2 days we have reached 2 months.
Nice. Okay. And did you have any prior e-commerce experience before you joined the real world?
Some of yeah. We were learning about the e-commerce structures, about marketing, about storage supply, and about uh, mostly marketing, because we have the saying that everything you can sell everything, but the marketing is the key to that.
Okay. And in terms of what you saw from what you were learning before the real world, how different was the material within compared to what you saw outside? Did that make sense?
Yeah, actually, we were learning about the ecom just just as we speak. We were learning from the other platforms. I don't want to say, because the knowledge over there is we can say that is knowledge. We were learning about 4 months about this whole thing, but as we joined to the real world, uh, it was 1 week, and we applied everything what you teach, everything what professors are teaching us, and it was 1 week.
What do you mean it was 1 week?
It was 1 week of learning and applying this knowledge that professors gave us into the work, into the actually making some money.
All right. So, okay, just to clarify, you said you were learning for 4 months prior, but it didn't have much substance to it. Whereas when you joined the real world, then within just 1 week of learning, you started getting an income. Did I understand
Yes.
it correctly?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, got it. That makes sense. So within 1 week, congratulations. That's a very good achievement.
Thank you.
Okay. And is there any more to go into for how did you get your ads to go viral?
That was pretty difficult because in our country we have different groups of interest and everything. That was the quite opposite thing to do in our country because we tried to release our digital product into the Europe or the whole world, but this didn't work out. What we did was study our own market, our own marketplace, and when we just changed our view, thanks to the real world, obviously, we managed to understand our groups and marketing very, very well. We're just reading this like a book, to be honest, right now.
Okay, good. So what would you say was the biggest challenge you faced when you were implementing the lessons from the real world?
Mm, Actually, none, but the biggest challenge for us is our face, our personal view, because we don't like people much. We are that kind of people that work in silent and doing their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the biggest issue because the TikToks we filmed and whole marketing was we used our faces to do this.
Interesting. Okay. How different would you say your average day is now then compared to before you joined the real world?
It's much more work to be honest, but we love it. We love this because we quit our 9 to 5 jobs, all of us, after this. But now we are sitting probably 16, 18 hours a day to just manage everything because we want something more than that. We just don't want to make the average. We just want to make rich, makes us rich. This is the goal from the beginning.
So what do you say to people who say that's excessive, working so many hours per day, and that maybe you need to relax? What do you
No,
say to them?
no, no. This is the quite opposite. You need to work just in especially in the younger days because I'm 22, but my brother is 16. He's in the best position that I can imagine, and just work from that. He's working till he started working at 15, and at 16 we exploded. Yeah, just work. This is all matters.
Okay, fair enough. And you say you quit your 9 to 5. How long ago was that?
Mm, 2 or 3 months ago.
Okay. So right after the e-commerce started scaling, then you quit,
Yeah,
or was it
because
a bit before?
we
Yeah.
needed time because I was a soldier. Soldier. I, sorry. I was working in the army, and I didn't have time to do that. My contract just expanded when we started doing our businesses, so we can say that it matched perfectly.
Okay. Do you mean expired, not expanded?
Yeah,
Contract.
expired.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Makes sense. Nice. Okay. And was it voluntary soldier duty, or was it mandatory in your country to do it?
Voluntarily.
Oh,
I
okay. Okay.
personally, I think everyone should go and try this because the most valuable thing that you will gain from army is the discipline. It's so important and valuable, and people are may not agree with me, but to be honest, every young man should do this. To be honest, just this is just my perspective.
Okay. I actually done everything I could to avoid military because
Yeah,
there's mandatory military duty in Lithuania. So yeah, I just tried to avoid it. But maybe I'm a different case because I already had the discipline. So you're saying for those who don't have discipline, then it's you highly recommend going because you'll
yeah,
learn it.
because I was on their place and I was a lazy person.
Mhm.
In I had bad time. Past 2 years was really the worst years of my life, and they destroyed me just like that. And I needed to repair myself and
Mhm.
work on myself, and the army was the best thing to do.
Is that something you'd be comfortable going more into those 2 years, or do you prefer not to say?
I do prefer not because
Okay, not an issue.
yeah.
Sure. So, how has the community within the real world been? Have they had any kind of impact on you and the Winch channels as well?
Mm, uh, to be honest, no, because uh, we we are the type of persons that we learn from hearing, and we stand aside. You know what I mean? We stand when there is a group of people. We stand in the corner and we are watching everything what everyone is doing. We are learning from just using our eyes and ears.
Hmm.
If that makes sense.
Hmm. Okay, got it. Yeah. So you don't interact as much. You just sit back and observe and learn that way.
Yeah.
That's
Because
it.
when someone has a problem and he cannot solve it, we interact, but not with him. But we just watch his problem, and we are trying to solve it on our own.
Hmm. Okay, got it. Interesting. So I'd like to know a bit more on what kind of an impact has Andrew Tate had on you because you brought him up at the start.
To be honest, he changed my life
Hmm.
and the perspective. So I understand what he's saying about the men in nowadays. There are many bad people in the world, and uh, I can actually talk for an hour or two or three about this, but I can say that he changed my life positively, to be honest.
Hmm. I'd like to know maybe at least a bit more into that, into how he has changed. Or that does that go back to you talking about what happened during those 2 years? So it's not something you want to go into.
Yeah, no. Actually, about the discipline, like I told, the army helped me. Also, the Andrew clarified this and um, helped this with a little bit more. But when he said that getting rich and getting wealthy and living your life on your own is not difficult, the more I was watching him with my brothers, we learned from him valuable lessons about the how you treat people good, how you can be honorable with yourself, not with people, because when you are honest person, honorable person, you have a good impact on everyone. So this is what Andrew is teaching. Everyone is saying that he's misogynistic and he hates women, everything. No, I personally know what he's doing. I met a lot of good women on my way that supports him what he's saying, and People who is saying that he's misogynistic are brainwashed, to be honest, because they keep their head closed to the information and knowledge.
And completely misinterpret what he says
Yeah, yeah,
without context. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And that is what is pissing us off, actually.
Okay, completely fair. And now, since you're on this trajectory, where do you see your life heading in the short term, medium term, and long term?
In the short term, we want to get quick cash. Like we love to say that we want to get quick cash, the most quickest way that we can apply to our work. We want to do this because we have plans. We have a lot of plans, but our plans acquire a lot of money and a lot of people. So we also need to meet the right people. Not I'm not. Uh, I do not mean our friends or something like that, but we need to meet and know the people more. Like I forgot the word. Sorry.
No problem.
We just want to meet people that matters. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because the contact with that people have the good impact also in the short term. When we our next step is the community. We want to create our own community in our own country, maybe on the world. To do that, I need to work on my speaking fluently more, so maybe in the
But
future, but in the
this is
long
good
term.
practice for that.
Yeah,
Things like this. Exactly.
speaking is the best practice, to be
Mhm.
honest.
Right.
Because the education system is also failing people, and they're teaching how to learn and speak English is oh, it's terrible. You know what I'm saying. I don't need to speak about this more. But in the long term, in 2025, we want to move to Dubai.
Mhm.
So this is 2 years, and there continue our journey
Okay.
because the taxes are eating us, to be honest, in our country,
Yeah.
and the taxes are the most broken thing on the world, and people do not see this, to be honest.
All right. And I know, actually, no, this is getting a bit too much into it. I was going to say uh, about corruption in South and Eastern European countries. I don't know if the same in Poland or not, but yeah, it is a shame what happens with taxes.
It is, and with the election is is also corrupted.
All right.
That's what
But
I
this
can say.
is beyond scope of this interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. All right, what else do we have? So we have a bit about your past, some stuff about you doing ecom. Are you planning on getting into any other campuses within the real world? You said content creation. So
Yeah,
is there any more to go into there?
yeah. Just like I said, we are starting our YouTube channels
Mm-hmm.
to monetize it, our Instagram, because the lessons that professors provided me, especially because that is the mine work. Like I said, we specialize with my brothers with different things, but combined together, we are, oh man, we are unstoppable.
All right.
But we want to finish everything in the real world. You provided us with this whole knowledge, so we want to just take it all.
All right. Perfect. Good. So we can do a follow up in about 3 months or so to check how that is progressing for you,
Yeah,
all the new things you're learning and current endeavors you're going through. That would be interesting to hear. And now to end off, for people who might be thinking that the real world is a scam for the $50, what advice would you have to them?
actually, people who thinks that the real world is a scam. For first thing, they can join and see if it is a the scam. Because when people join the real world and they do a little of work and do nothing, they can say it is a scam because they did nothing. This is the kind of people that are saying that the real world is a scam. We applied every single step that professors provided us from the first campus, and in the 1 week we were able to multiply our money from the 9 to 5 jobs.
Right.
So saying that the real world is a scam is also, I can also say that going to the gym is pointless because the physics of your body doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like the
Yeah.
funny quote that I heard, probably from a friend of mine. People want to drive the Ferraris and the Lambos and everything, but they are not putting work to work on yourself. So become the Lambo, make your body a Lambo, then try to buy the Lambo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. And then I know I said that was wrapping up, but I have one more thing. So since you've made quite a considerable amount of money in a fairly short amount of time, has your lifestyle changed at all in those past few months? Or are you just reinvesting or saving up at the moment?
Yeah. We are reinvesting. We are saving. Uh, we actually spend much less than before joining the reward because we want to manage our money in different way. We know that in short term maybe this is a foolish thing, but in the long term, in 5 years probably, I can truly say that we will be a damn wealthy.
Mm-hmm. Good.
You can,
I love that.
you can clip that and we will meet in the 5 years.
Perfect. So I'll hold you accountable to that. And yeah, I can end it there. So thank you for your time, Jacob. And as I said, I look forward to the follow up.
Thank you very much, and I will be in touch.